Good afternoon, it's Jan at Twink Stampin. I'm an independent UK demonstrator. I've come along today to show you a technique. I'm calling it alcohol colouring because I don't really know what else to call it. I'll show you what I mean. This is the result of the said alcohol colouring. This is my card that I have entered into a blog hop. And the alcohol colouring is the background paper. Now I hope you like, and also it's the butterflies, because I've done a big sheet, coloured a big sheet, and then I've cut these butterflies out of it and used the rest as my background paper. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And that is what I'm going to show you how to do today. I'm not going to construct a card, I'm just going to show you how to make the paper. Okay, so you'll be able to see all the details of how I constructed the card and everything on my blog for the blog hop, for the Tech for Stampers blog hop. Tech for Stampers blog hop. Okay, I started off with a sheet of vellum, just plain vellum. Works brilliantly on vellum. I've not tried it on card. I've just using vellum at this stage. You will need some rubbing alcohol. This is the type that I use. I use this to make my sparkly sprays too. So that's what I've used. I've just put some in a little bottle. And I'm going to use 3 coloured blends. I found that the brighter the colour, the better the results. So I've got dark Daffodil Delight, I've only got light Magenta Madness, and I've got dark Bermuda Bay. Okay, and all you're going to do is use your brush end, and you are literally just going to lay it down where you want it. You can do it how you like. You can squiggles, circles, do whatever you want. So this one looks like it's going to be predominantly pink. I love the Magenta Madness. Then I'm going to use my scruffy old Daffodil Delight. Scruffy because I've used it so much. Look at the tip. It's awful. The tip's all scratty now. I saw this technique being shown somewhere else. I cannot take credit for it. So if you put in the search alcohol colouring, I'm sure this will come up. I've got the wrong end now. So all you're doing is laying down the colours where you want them. I've done this particularly big because I wanted to be able to use extra pieces from the card from the vellum. I might add just a bit more pink. Oh, I'm using the wrong end. Not that it really matters, I don't suppose, but absolutely love the colours. Okay, now we've got that laid down. Now the magic happens. I'm just going to add a bit of yellow too. The magic, well, I think it's magic anyway. Sometimes find the lids of these a bit difficult to shut. Leave a few white bits. Okay, so I've got my isopropyl, whatever, and I've got an old paintbrush. And now all I'm going to do is dab it over. I'm going to go do all my pinks first if I can, because the colour does run and will give me a dirty mess. Can you see how beautiful it looks? I absolutely love it. The colour will die down. This is quite fumey. Gives off quite a few fumes, so try and do it in a room where perhaps you've got a door open or a window open. But this is so good. I will try it with different colours another time, but I specifically wanted to show you these colours because they are what I've done in on my blog. So, my blog post, should I say. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. I love the patterns it makes. Now the last one will be my yellow. I should have really done yellow first, but there you go. Most of the yellow is actually already started to go because the colours surrounding it are wet. What I will do is leave this for a minute or so to dry. Oh dear, that's beautiful. Love it. Love it. Because it looks a bit wet. This does dry quite quickly because it's alcohol, so you see that. Absolutely beautiful, and the colours on the back. I love it on the front. These colours will, say, die down a bit. The colour will go a bit more muted because this is how this one looked. You see, I've actually added some dark veins in it, and I've also stamped and embossed with gold embossing powder on there. I might try and do that. It depends if how quickly this dries. And I will also show you how I did this. I used the gilded leafing to do those. Oh, just so beautiful. Just so beautiful. I might speed it up a little bit with my hot gun, but I'll have to use me. I'll have to use it on a low speed. Try and heat it up first. I'm moving it around. I don't want to move it around. Can you see where I'm heating it up? The colour is disappearing. The dark colour is disappearing. So I don't want it to be wet when I'm doing the gold on it. There we go. It should be fairly dry now. You see the colours have definitely died down, haven't they? They still look absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Some of it is still a little bit wet. Don't know if I can blow it dry. Don't really want to move it anymore. Next step, I'm going to use, I've got what they call a quickie glue pen, but I suppose you can use, if you've got a nice steady hand, you can use a bit of Tombow, but it has to be a very, very, very thin line of glue. There are different types of glue pens on the market, but I love the quickie glue pen. And all I did, make sure it's working first, bit of paper, because it's comes out, it's supposed to come out blue. I never know where, see, that is working, but you can't see that it's working. I just drew a few lines around the card, the vellum. I especially love these areas where you get the looks like a dark vein. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, you don't have to be too quick because the pen, the sticky stays sticky, but I don't want it to get too dry and not be able to do it. Right, next job. These fly everywhere, so be careful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this inside here, and I'm going to just put, because I can't actually see where the lines are. Just going to have to guess. Can you see? It's actually picked up where I've laid down the glue. And you notice I'm only using a little bit of the leaf in too. You don't want to be putting loads in there. Love the look. Absolutely love it. I'm not sure if I've got any more. And go over and put just little bits on there. And you can have as much or as little of this as you like. But it's a fantastic, fantastic technique. Right. Take off what I can. Got an old paintbrush here. Let's get that out of the way. I'm going to put the lid on first because I don't want it flying everywhere. Right, that's that. And there you go. Absolutely beautiful. To say, the other thing that I did was I added, you can actually see it, oh no you can't see it, I thought it looked nicer. Let's see if I can grab a piece of card. I don't know if you can see that now. There we go. And of course you can put this on any colour card that you wish. I just think it looks fabulous, absolutely fabulous. The colours are, it's strange really, because when I'm looking through the camera, the colours look completely different to what they actually are. It's fab. I don't think I even need really to show you what the gold in, I suppose I could. The gold embossing. Can you see there? Look. All I used was some dots from, which did I use? I think I used these ones here from the Forever Fern set. Shall we go? Let's have a go. Let's have a go. Try and do this nice and quick for you. I think that's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to be making more cards with it. I've also, because when I cut it at something like 5 1/4 inch square to actually fit onto my card. And the extra bits that were left over, I used for me butterflies, and I also were left with strips like this. Let me just grab these. Similar to these. Now, if you look at these, you think, what can I do with those? Well, don't throw them away, because you can do things with them, and I will show you those in another video, because I've made some lovely cards just using the scraps. I don't want to reveal them today because I'm really just concentrating on my blog hop card. So really, it was just to come on and show people how I made that, because I couldn't really explain. Well, I could explain it, but I think seeing it's much better. Okay, so then Versamark, plain clear Versamark. Be very careful. I'm not very careful. I've got it on the sides because it will show up as a line on your beautiful bit of art there. So just be careful that you don't get it all over the edges. Just doing a few of these. I think it's very juicy, this pad. Some down here. Just some over there. Right, that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to go mad. I don't need to go mad because I've already got plenty of gold on there. So now I shall need my gold embossing powder. I always keep them in pots like this. Then it's easier to use. No idea where I've put those dots, so not over there, that's for sure. So if I put any here, no, it looks like, I thought I put more than that. Yeah, some there. Any down here? Nope. No, I seem to have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I need another one. One here. 6. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up with my heat gun. Just all I'm doing now is getting rid of any bits of stray bits of powder, because we don't want them to ruin the look of your spots. Okay, let's get rid of this. Looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. As I say, I've only really just started playing with this method, so I'm hoping to get a lot more cards done using a lot more colours too. See what different colours look like. This is going to happen very quickly because Vellum loves embossing. It's very quick. Literally sees it and goes. There we go. That's it. That's the only trouble. Flattens your work, warps your work. So we're going to leave that. What I shall do is, it's warped it a little bit, so what I shall do is I shall just leave this flattened. It's not too bad, not too bad. So there you go. There's all the embossed pieces now. And you're ready to go. As I say, I chopped mine up to fit a 5 1/4 inch mat. In fact, I think it was smaller than 5 1/4. Five and 1/16 it is, so you can have it at 5 or 5 1/8, whatever suits you. It's your card. Yeah, so obviously it's only gonna take up that much. So you've got all this here, all this lot here to cut your butterflies out, cut some nice strips off it. Let's say you can have it how you like. Here's another one that I did, very similar. This one hasn't got any gold spots on it yet, and you can see I've actually got pencil marks where I'm going to place that on a card. That's going to be on a normal card. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching and learning how to do this technique. As I say, I can't lay claim to it. Somebody else has done this before, and I'm unashamedly ashamed to say that I cannot remember the lady's name who I first saw this on her creating. I will try and find out her name actually, and I'll pop it down, the details down below. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by today and seeing this. I hope you're going to give it a try, and if you liked what you've seen, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you need to contact me for any reason, my details are down below. If you like any of the products that I've used, details again down below. And I have an online shop, so if you want to shop with me, you can, provided you're in the UK. But that's it. Thanks again, and I'll see you all next time with some cards showing you how I've used the scraps. Okay, thank you. Bye bye now.